Tell me about your brother, age of 10. That's a pretty hard blow.
I always choke up a little.
Yeah, man.
A little bit when I tell the story, but I was a student surveyor at Renfrew County and up here in Canada. And when I was 20, my brother passed away. You never forget where you are when you get the news. And my uncle drove up in the car, and I'm thinking to myself, what is he doing here? 20 miles outside of town, and 100 yards he parks away, rocks up to me, gives me the news. Total shock. My brother was biking to school, and we don't know exactly what happened, but he probably didn't look where he's going. He crossed the road and got struck, killed instantly by a motorcycle.
Wow.
And here's a story. Here's a story for you. My parent. It was actually on my father's birthday, Ralph Maves, and my mother and my father both. We went to the funeral. The gentleman who was in the motorcycle, they both gave him a hug. They're Christians. They love God. So we're heartbroken. I've written about it on Faith and Fitness magazine. The article, God is close to the brokenhearted. That article was actually shared on K-Love, their Facebook page, 400,000 followers. So I've spoken about it on radio also, to 99.9 Faith FM. And you know what? I just reach out to anybody who's lost loved ones. You know what? Yeah. If you lost an infant child or a spouse or a grandparent who's a Christian, we know where they are. Yeah. You only lose something when you don't know where it is.
That's right. That's right.
I know where my brother is. God is close to the brokenhearted. He mends those crushed in spirit. Paul says we grieve, but not like those who have no hope.
That's right.
If Jesus Christ was raised from the dead, God will also raise those who are asleep in Him.
Well, I tell you, that's very powerful right there, and that's something you don't ever forget. It's forever, branded within your spirit. And but again, it's like you say, he's not lost. We know exactly where he is, and so one day there'll be a great homecoming. And I've got in my mind's eye, I see pictures at different times of this great homecoming of the ones that I want to see. Of course, Jesus, he's the major one, but there are some other ones I do want to see that were patriarchs and matriarchs that were, you talk about sold out in those old days. I'm telling you, it was unbelievable, and they're the ones who paved the way for me. There's no doubt in my mind, because I was lost as a day is long, and they tried their best to bring me into the kingdom, and I just rebelled against it.
It's never too late to come back to Christ. Maybe somebody's watching tonight. God will take our mess, turn it into a message. His love is deeper than an ocean. He's the good shepherd. He comes chasing after the lost. I was a lost sheep. He came chasing after me. And but just one more thing on the death of my brother. In Faith and Fitness magazine, I talk about how for some people exercise can actually help somewhat in the grieving process. Everybody's a bit different.
Right.
God provides the healing over time, but it's important to stay active and get back on the horse, if you will. I know for myself, I was furious in the gym. I was a machine. I mean, that helped me through it actually. Like I was just going through the weights like crazy after he died. It was intense, and this is kind of catapulted me probably into was going as far as I did in the sport. So but everybody's different, but I think there is a role for exercise and keeping busy and keeping active, keep reading. It was a sad situation. I know there's others also who have lost loved ones, so my heart goes out to them today.
I tell you what, you hear what Shawn is saying to us, and he's asking you, he's appealing to you, no matter who you are, to turn your life to Christ. This will be a great time. You can call, you can make that call and say, I've just invited Christ. I heard that man on that program, and I'd like to invite Christ in my life like he did. And there'll be a way of contact with us, and we'll pray for you and get some information sent out to you. It's just one thing that we do here at Nightline WGGS TV. Well, we got to go, but it's been great interviewing Shawn. What an incredible guy. God bless you here.